What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to go ahead and talk about this movie that I just finished watch, which was Star Wars Rogue One. What do I think of it? What do I have to say about this film? I have to say it was okay. It wasn't the best movie ever made. It was okay. I really liked it. There were minor mistakes in the film, and I would bring them up. One in particular was let's just say Dark Vader's costume. They really had to show the neckline on Dark Vader's costume, and it was just the biggest mistake right there. The other was the intro, because the intro was basically Rogue One, and also the fact that they didn't go with the traditional intro to Star Wars. It was basically, and I can understand why they did this, because it wasn't. It was probably a budget intro that they tried to do, and I really did like the film. I have to say the film actually, surprised me. You had Forrest Whitaker, who pretty much was in that film playing, Garza Sagarra. It was actually a very interesting film. And Donnie Yen, who plays this mystical character, I really liked him, and his friend, who I forgot his name. I'm gonna go ahead and look him up. Played by, let's see, because the rest of the cast was actually very interesting. Um, Saul Guerrero. Let's see who else in there. Jen Wang as Blaze Malbius, who happens to be his friend, and I really liked their character. They were very well known in the Hong Kong scene of kung fu movies that they did together, and and Diego Luna as Captain Cass, he did okay as an actor in that film. Um, and Mad Mackison, I have to say, he did pretty well as Garrett Erso, who's the inventor of the who made the Death Star, and it was interesting to see how these characters, were put into the story and designed to make themselves look and feel like they were there. And it was actually very well planned out. You know, Even though the story ended in tragedy, and I'm just gonna give you guys a spoiler alert on this. It ends in tragedy, but it also links to Episode 4, The New Hope, which I have to say is an awesome. It is a pretty good film. And it's not as bad as people make it out to be. It isn't, and like I said, I'm gonna be a little bit honest about it. It isn't the best film because there were mistakes in this film, and I do like it. And it wasn't as bad as people make it out to be, because even though it ended in tragedy, it kind of set the motion of Episode 4, because this was pretty much a fan film that you can tell it wasn't really a fan film. It was a love letter to the Star Wars story, and I can see that the director made sure of that. Garth Edwards, and it was interesting to see a lot of people making this film and doing what they love to just actually make an interesting story, even though this film ended in tragedy. I would have to say it wasn't as bad as most people make it out to be. It isn't the best film, even though the story was about war. It is about war, and it was about war that happened a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And I really liked it. I really like it. I recommend it. I recommend watching this film because it actually tells an interesting tale. Even though it wasn't the best tale ever made, it definitely was an okay film. You'd be surprised. There are some cameo appearances in this film that you'll like. I noticed there's like three of them. Darth Vader makes an appearance in this film. R2D2 makes an appearance in this film. C-3PO makes an appearance in this film. But in the ending, I can't give you the whole spoiler on who appears in the cameo in the ending of the film. I got to give you guys. I'll give you guys a hint, but it's gonna probably be a little bit of an ending of it. So, anyways, guys, I gotta go. Catch you later. I gotta go. Peace.